Hi, welcome to this video, and here's something completely different from me. It's my tattoo adventure, and I'm not going to show you. You're probably going to want to see the tattoo, but I'm not going to show it to you. I'm sorry, but I'm personally happy with the tattoo, the way the tattoo turned out. But I'm still not going to show it to you because I don't want to be ridiculed and stuff. But it's, on the other hand, too, I only did the outline of the tattoo, so I've only just started to do my tattoo. Okay? So let's talk about, I wanted to get a tattoo. I'm 52 years old, so I'm not a young kid. And I have a scar on my arm, and I thought about getting a tattoo, and for a long time, and I didn't know if you could get a tattoo over a scar. I didn't know much about it. So, I know that when you get a tattoo from I'm not going to put down tattoo artists because, it's a job like everything else, and there's professionals and they know exactly what they're doing. So, I'm not going to put down the profession of tattooing. I'm just a person that likes to have nerdy hobbies and try things. So, nothing against tattoo artists. So, and I am also a person that loves eBay. So, I went on eBay and I looked for tattoo equipment, and I got this gun here. Well, this is a foot pedal right here. This is a foot pedal. Here's a power supply. And here's the tattoo gun. So I got all that, I think, for about, I don't even know. It was definitely around $50, including shipping. It was pretty cheap. So, it pretty much goes together easily. It says there's a label here. It says plug in for the foot pedal and plug in for the tattoo gun. And then there's a min max on this little, you can see that. There's a min and a max, and there's the power connector. There's the plug. And then this little strange connector here goes to the tattoo gun. And it goes to the back of the tattoo gun, like so, like so. So that's the tattoo gun. And I've got a needle in it. I didn't have any needle, didn't come with any needles. And I went on YouTube and I learned as much as I could about tattoo guns. So I had to order a bunch of stuff to get started. So I ordered some different size rubber elastics that you need. And then these are the special grommets for the tattoo gun. You can order a package of these grommets. I got these in black. And I'll show you just where the elastics go. So, as you can see, there's one little elastic that goes right here. The little round one. I'll try to get everything in focus. So there's a round elastic that goes around there. And then there's a bigger elastic that goes around here, that goes around the needle. And then there's a little grommet. This is the little rubber grommet here that goes where the needle goes on. So yeah, I had to get the 3 different types of elastics. And then I did some research and I bought some needles. So here are the needles. And so I got a selection of needles here. And they kind of have this hook on the end That's the type you need for this type of gun. And I got a whole different bunch of selection. And then I found out there's something called a bug pin needle. So there's basically two sizes of tattoo needles. There's like the regular standard size, and then there's something called bug pin, which is smaller. So then I decided to order some bug pin tattoo needles. So I've got a selection of regular tattoo needles and bug pin tattoo needles. And then there's like shaders and liners. And then this thing, the tattoo gun, well, I'll take the wire off. But this whole thing comes apart. So you can see there's a screw in here, a little screw hole in there. And then you can pull this out. So this goes in here, as you can see. So I had to order a selection of these. So there's different sizes of these things. So I had to order a bunch of these on eBay. So I got all different sizes of these. I'll call them a cowling. I don't even know. There's probably another name for them. But you can see these. These are, depending on what needle you use a different size of these things on the front of the tattoo gun. Depending on what needle you're using. And you want a small one so that the needle fits nice and snug and it doesn't slope, it's not loose and slapping around. So if you're using a wide needle, you'd get like a wider, something like that. And so then, and the other thing too is that I have a needle in here, as you can see, and the needle protrudes like not very much. It's protruding like maybe 3 millimeters right now. So you can adjust this cowling. See these cowlings? You can slide them up or down so that your needle is just the right distance out of the end of the gun. And this elastic here holds the needle. Once you put the needle on there, it holds the needle from sliding around. I'll take it off so you can see. I did it double. But so there's the needle, and the needle, well, let's just take the whole thing apart. So you can see the needle, it goes on that rubber like there. There we go. So there's the needle. Oops, that's what the needle looks like. And you can see that this needle is like a fine needle. They call them a liner for doing lines. So there's the needle. And then you can see that I have this little rubber thing. There's a little rubber thing. I showed you how to bag of them. And the little rubber thing goes inside that hole. And then the needle goes in the hole like so into the and then it slides, the needle slides onto here, onto this post. There's a post right there. See that post? There, the needle's on the post. You push it onto the post. So there, it's on the post now, tight. And then I told you can adjust. You have a little hex key or Allen key, and you can undo this like so, and that's loose now. And see, you can take it out. There, you can just take it right out. And you put it, see how this is a tiny one? So it's the right size for this needle, right? So it's a tiny one. So you put it on like so. And then you just want the needle to stick out a little bit, right? So there we go. And then when it's where you want it, you tighten this up. you tighten this up like that, and then it's nice and tight. I've also seen like on YouTube where they cover this metal part with like something that's nice and soft for you, because you grip it like a pen, right? So you're holding it like a pen. So you can put something nice and soft on here, like you can put some, I don't even know, something soft. And here, this whole part here is adjustable. This whole part is adjustable. So I'll plug the tattoo gun and you can hear it work quickly. See if I have a spare plug. Okay. So I have a foot pedal and I have it turned on. Nothing's happening. Oh, I don't have the cable on. So the cable just goes to the back like this. So there's the cable, and it goes in there. No, it goes in here and in this hole here, like that. And then you hold the tattoo gun like that, and nothing happens. So you can adjust this right here. You can tighten this down. Now we have action. Because you're closing this gap. When you screw this in, you're closing the gap right here. And so you can loosen that gap or tighten that gap. Well, you can tighten it quite a bit. And then it doesn't go very deep into the skin. And it makes a different sound too. So you can give it more voltage. So anyways, that's my tattoo adventure so far. And so anyways, I just did it on my thigh. And the other thing too is that I didn't freehand the tattoo. I did it with so I'm just going to show you this Pokemon card. So you just print out the picture. I used a color printer and I printed out the picture that I wanted. And then I used wax. What did I use? I used like wax paper, I think. And I traced it. I traced it on wax paper with a pen, and then I pressed that. I shaved the area, like I shaved the skin, and then I pressed that picture. You have to print it out the right size you want, and then you just take a pen like this and you trace out the picture. I traced it out on like wax paper, and then I pressed the paper where I wanted it. It was on my like upper leg, and then you've got like, I think I actually put some soap on there too, a little bit, and then so this isn't like a super professional. This is my tattoo adventure so far, right? So that's all I'm basically showing you is tattoo adventure so far. So anyways, yeah. So this one, this particular one is made by Dragonhawk, this kit. I don't know if you can see that. Dragonhawk. So that's this little TPN 022, 18 volt, 1.5 amp. So this is my little kit. And you can find these kits from Dragonhawk for under $100. Brand new, I think, even. And so I also bought, I spent some money on some nice inks. So here's the Dynamic Blue, which is what I used. And so yeah, that's my tattoo adventure. And so I did a lining, and you'll see how it turns out. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it is really a lot of fun. I have to say that doing a tattoo is a lot of fun. It doesn't hurt that much. It does hurt a little bit. And my tattoo's healing, so it's pretty much 100% healed now. There's just a little bit of sort of like maybe a tiny bit of like skin that's still coming off, but it's basically doesn't hurt at all. It's basically healed. And so yeah, I'll give you the prices. The ink was like expensive. The ink was like, I ordered 1, 2, 3, like a kit of 10 Dynamic ink made in USA. I love the colors, so I bought a 10 pack of different colors of ink from Dynamic made in USA ink, and that was the most expensive thing. It was like $100+ bucks. The needles I think were fairly cheap. They're like maybe 20 bucks plus shipping a package, and there's 50 needles in each package. And I got the bug pin a set of bug pins, and I got a set of regular needles, 2 different sizes, the small bug pins. And then I got the set of cowlings. The set of cowlings were maybe $15 from eBay. Everything I got on eBay basically, right? So here's the cowlings from eBay. And I don't even know if they're called cowlings, but so you got the different size for the tiny needles, and then you got the size for the shader needles, different size for the shader needles. And then I got all my elastics. I got my I got 3 types of elastics too. So I got the their type of O-ring elastics that you use. These are sort of the needle elastics, or the needle what are they called? I was saying the name for them before, but they just go on when you put the needle on, you need these little rubber grommets. These are special grommets, rubber grommet sets. So I got the rubber grommets, these medium-sized elastics, and then you need these larger size elastics that actually hold the needle from jumping around. So yeah, I got all of that, and so yeah, I would say the whole thing was like 25, 100. I think I got everything for under 200 US. Like, and that's like a lot of ink. That's more ink than I will ever use for tattooing. I mean, you just need a couple of drops of ink basically to do a tattoo. You just need a couple drops to do a liner, maybe some more to do shading. I mean, if you had a big tattoo, you'd use up a lot of ink. So, but I just actually take a tablespoon and just put some drops in a tablespoon and do it that way. And as you can see, I even sealed up the package. Like, I don't want any of this ink drying out, so I even put silicone like all around the end of it, because I don't want it drying out between when I use it again. So that's my tattoo adventure. And so yeah, so you make kind of like a tattoo. You print out, I did a high quality print on my printer, the exact size you want. So if you want to print, say, a picture of something, whatever it is, a piece of fruit, say you want to do a picture of an orange, you try to get your printer to print out the exact size of the orange, like that you want. because then what you're going to do is you're going to put that on like wax paper or something and trace it with a nice, like something like this. I tried a few different pens until I found one that transfers onto your skin. So this one here, I don't know what it's called. It's called a Tombow waterproof monocolor. And so this is a good pen that I used. I tried a few first, and so I took the original drawing, and then I taped a little piece. I actually cut the wax paper to a smaller size. So if your tattoo is like 2 inches or 3 inches by 3 inches, then you cut a little piece of you cut out the picture, and then you cut the piece of wax paper like 3 inches by 3 inches. Tape those two together. So you don't want anything moving, right, when you're tracing it, and then you trace the outline, or you can trace the whole thing with your pen, like your nice pen. Try different pens. Try one that's going to transfer nice to your skin. So you do that, and then you get the nice picture, and then you put it on where you want it on your body, and you put it the way you want it on your body, like if you want it facing. Like, say if it's like a logo, like here, do you want it facing, which direction you want it facing, things like that. And I had a bit of hair on my leg, so I had to shave off the hair. And then I put a bit of soap on there, like just a tiny bit of soap, just to help the ink to stick, I guess, to my leg. And, but they actually have stuff you can buy for that. And then I used witch hazel. They say witch hazel's good because you want to make sure everything's sterile too. Like these needles are all sterile. Like they come packaged like they're sterile needles. And then you have like witch hazel, which is good antiseptic. And so after I did the tattoo, I used witch hazel and rubbed everything down with witch hazel. It's like an antiseptic. And you rub off like the excess ink, and so yeah, that's my tattoo journey. I'm on a little bit of a journey with tattoos. So anyways, I hope you like that. And there's like so many videos on YouTube that you can see for tattooing. It's incredible. So anyways, I hope I helped you out if you decided to do that. Yeah, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll make another video as I progress. Okay, have a good day.